Hey guys, in this video I will show you how I did the composite map for mount&blade. With that I'm referring to the really big maps we did both for usage to work and also to publish because they look nice. For example, this is a map with all the villages of the mod except the areas I had already reworked. This is pretty detailed. I could have done it better, but the screenshot tool is obviously not particularly good. And so what we need to do this is GIMP or something similar. I hope my voice is not too rough, but I have a bit of a cold. And so I use GIMP, I open a new file, and I will use this as a reference because I don't remember how big I made them. Not the map with villages, but the map with castles. The original, yes. This is 3000 by 3400, so I need about 4 times 5k, something like that. I don't want to open an image, I want to create a new image. Here I can specify the size. I will do 4000 times 5000 just to be sure. And okay. Yes, the problem is it's pretty huge. And this is fine, but we need it to be pretty huge. So what we then do is we open up the game, and here I use the screenshots tool from Windows. This is this snip and sketch. I open up the game, I zoom out, and then I choose the level of detail. In this case I want to have all the villages. I keep zooming in until I'm right at the border. I set all my graphics to max to have the best possible image. Then I activate config cheat mode 1. I move the guy to like here, something like that. Game does not crash, pretty good. Put the game in pause. Find the right zoom again, and I usually start at borders. I take a screenshot of this window because I have 2 monitors, otherwise it captures 2 monitors. Sometimes the Windows tool will not work like this, so I will just retake it manually and cut away what I wanted to cut away. And give me a sec. Okay, so it's better to usually open up the application first and then start the snipping, because for some reason it is prone to crashing. I don't know, there's maybe some better technology to do this, but I have sadly not found it. So on my other monitor I have this, and this is the first screenshot. The quality is sadly not that good. And then I choose a folder. I will just make a folder here, folder, the map, open the folder, save it. This is pretty quick to save. Now I will move it on the second monitor. This was just to show you the process. Then I snip again in 3 seconds from the top, open up the map, and then I move it. Okay, so 3 seconds was not enough. We just close it down to show you how it works. So here, say I find, yeah, this is another pretty good snip, for example, something like this. So then I open the snip and sketch tool, and if I maximize this I can do new in 3. And so then I open up the game, tuck, and then I take this screenshot, save it in the same folder, snip in 10 so I have time to find the section. So we'll just go down here what I don't have and try to hide the face of the guy. It will snip about now. Duck, and I take another snip. Try to include as much as possible, but not like the post sign, and I don't like to include the face of the player also, because then it creates many faces of the player, and I don't like that from a graphical perspective. So now again I will do, oh sorry, I will do new in 10 seconds, and then I can go down here for a bit and say snip here, something like this. This looks pretty good. And just snip again, so we have all of it but not the post in it. And so this is a way to get the map done as fast as possible. You can do it in a more detailed way with more overlapping images. That helps a bit with the geography, because sometimes the changing viewpoint makes it weird. But like here, okay, we know we have Rome in it, so we can just go down, exclude Rome, and yeah, we made, okay, we just have to include more space, then we cut it. Yeah, see, like those symbols, they are very distorted. I don't know why. No, I don't like this screenshot. Yeah, I have the face of the guy in it. So how can I move it? I have to move it up a bit and then here a bit. Something like this. Okay. So I just take a bit more than what I need. And then I quit like here with Pergamon in it. Yeah, I have a bit of a face of the guy, but like whatever. And oops. Snipping tool. Haven't done this in a while, if you haven't figured it out. Bit rusty. Oh, whoa, the map is big now. No, wait. We just go back here. This is familiar territory. All of the part of the map that I don't know yet, I will avoid for now. Because I have not figured out how to best split it. This I pretty much know by feel. Sorry. As I said, I'm a bit cold. Here I have another pretty good screen with the first two cities of Spain. Yep, something like this. Perfect. Then again I go as far as I can. It's there will be some overlap, so this is pretty fine. I know I have Sevilla, so now I can take the whole rest of Spain pretty much. Okay, so Spain will only be one, and then I can move it something like this, and then I start again from here, and I can even include Algiers, so I have another viewpoint of this area, you know. Then I cut away the face. And this is also very useful as a map when working, because you can very quickly see where each faction lies here with it separate banners for each clan pretty much. And now this means that, okay, and I cut here. This means that we can very quickly just look at the map and know where our faction lies, like Orléans, Château de la Bâtie, and Château de Saint-Jean d'Angle. These are probably actually two lords, but we still haven't changed the flag maybe. But like here you can see the factions very quickly, and then once we find out how, we will show the single banners of each clan. So each settlement could potentially have its own banner if it has a clan possessing it. So I will save this for France, and I'm up to Cologne. Okay, I already have England. Yo, no, I didn't want to save. Whatever. So I do like here, just to have another view of this area. And I think we're pretty set. We already have like our 10 screenshots or something. So then the next step is you go down to your desktop or wherever you have saved all the map, And the fastest thing to do is open up the folder. Like I will just put it on one side because I'm using 2 monitors, but it's actually not required. And then you just take all of the pictures and put them in. I am pretty comfortable in closing down the game because I think I have enough to do the part of the map I want to do. And this helps performance a bit. So here I have all of the map, this I can close now, and now the GIMP work. So here I have the movement, and so I can move the parts. So I move this up a bit, I move Spain down, I move Africa down. So yeah, this is not big enough, I fear. Like Colonia's here now, maybe it's just big enough. Spain's here, Italy is like here. Yeah, it's barely big enough. So see, like this should have been a bit bigger already. Like Rome is here more or less. This is a higher view. I have some place here still. This is in Scandinavia. This is England. England is like here. Yeah, this is not big enough. This was 4.5. No, this was 4, and I needed a bit larger. And I needed also a bit. Oh no, I don't need it taller. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. So this is more or less here. This is more or less here. This is more or less here. This is like here-ish. Yeah, I could have done Sardinia better. But like, whatever. This is here. This is here. This is here. This is here. So I had it pretty correct, actually. This is here. So the next step is then to move in closer and fit them better together. Like this goes here. This goes slightly up actually. Yeah. So like I know this. I know which is which now, so I can then turn this up and say, okay, does that look right? Yes. If I overlap it, it looks right. But here, distorts slightly. So I have to move the bottom one. This here, for example, is this. Move it on top of it. Looks pretty good. Yep. So this is fixed. And this would be this, yes. So here, this and this needs to be aligned. This is here. Kimberley Castle. This is kinda hard to align because this is disaligned. This would be the lower plaque. This is not. This is this. This is slightly. No, it's actually okay. I just have to put it on top. So here the Kimberley Castle, we can put a bit of Kimberley Castle, okay. And we can put this on top of it, and then we look. It's cut in Krakow, but it's in a pretty good position. So then we put it down again. So it stays below it. Like here it has to be a bit higher up. But it actually, see here you start to see a bit of distortion. Like this is now aligned in the correct way, but this is not easy to do. So this would be this plaque. This is not exactly. This goes here, something like this. And so yeah, this has to go a bit more down. Here we see a bit of distortion. On this side it fits a bit better, and on this side it's already lacking. I can try to move it like 1 frame further down, but see here it doesn't align anymore. Like this should be like here, but to put it here, it misaligns a bit here. Well, whatever, this looks pretty good, except for that. Let's leave it like this. Then I can move over to France. This plaque is done. This can sublime here. Harte. This first D. This now looks pretty good. And England I can set based on that. This looks okay. Then you can obviously check in with the amount of detail you want to give it. I'm not looking to do some masterpiece, just okay, so Toulouse goes like here pretty much. This looks good. Yes, see here on the Italian plaque, we already see some problems. Like here the distortion, like they're in the same position but the distortion is apparent. And in Italian plaque I see it a bit here also with the mountains. Then this we put here. Oh no, this we don't know actually. This, yes, this goes up here. This is Algier, Traktorei. Can do it like here. Yeah, it's in the right position. It changes a bit of the perspective, but it's in the right position. So this goes like here, something like that. Okay, so this is misaligned, and this is aligned. And southern Italy should already be looking good. It is actually. So now I can zoom out just to do one last check. It looks pretty good. Obviously you can then fill it in with whatever, like we could say bucket. Let's try to keep it on the bluer side. Somewhere there should be the pipe. Color picker, like I pick this color. And I pick only. I pick it. And then I go to the bucket. And I cannot fill it? I don't know. Oh, I can pattern fill it. How does this work? Okay, but the tool, is it this? It does not fill the background actually. Okay, well, whatever. Just a quick test. Well, either way, once I have it like this, I do file, export. Here if you save it, it saves it as a project. You want it as an PNG. So this is castle underscore map, whatever, dot PNG, and I desktop export. And here you pretty much leave it as is and export again. This will be a pretty huge map, but the quality will actually help you with a lot of work, at least in my experience. So now I can close this, I can discard the changes, I have the castle map here, and this is with the same level of detail more or less than the other map. So now the size is a bit wrong, I can edit it with photos. I'm using very basic tools, I'll admit, but they worked out pretty well for me. And then I just clip away the white where I don't need it. And here you go. Just save it, replace. And you have your gigantic map to post on Facebook with every single settlement in it. Only problem is it's 20 megabytes.